You see that, Hines? We're gonna take it.
We have James Burns here from Black Ops. James is Frank Woods in Black Ops.
Welcome back. It's time to announce the character of the year. All right, and the winner is Sergeant Woods, Call of Duty Black Ops.
There's no count for shit in the jungle. It's nah, baby.
It's you! Yes! Yes! Frank Woods! Yeah! Call of Duty Black Ops!
I'm here with Dave Anthony, director of Black Ops, and we are here at House of Moves because we are going into the mocap room to do something a little special with Frank Woods. Can you tell me how he was able to steal the spotlight and the VGA nomination when he's not even a playable character?
The actor James Burns, if you knew this guy and if you meet him, you will instantly know the answer to this. James is such a charismatic guy, and he just is this character.
So you are Sergeant Frank Woods in Call of Duty Black Ops.
Ma'am. You think I'm fucking nuts? This guy.
All right, here we are back on a Wednesday afternoon. A lot to talk about, huh? Eating chocolate. Say hi. Hey, MQ, how you doing? Anti-Nuke Crew is here. Hey, Zen Boyd, how you doing? Jason Tashida. Hey, Cardinal. Bishop, how you doing, man? Corbin Ra. Yeah. Brock Fuller. I'm not going to talk too much about events of the day because I do not like capitalizing or taking advantage of these fucking horrible events. So, talk a little bit about it, but not a lot because I'm eating my chocolate. Hang on. Hey, Wolfie, how you doing? Good to see you. Well, that's the thing. You know, I know you're saying that, but I know you can process it. I think you have to. But I want to. All I'm going to say about what happened in Utah is that be very, very, very mindful of the content you now consume, because this is a great opportunity for enemies of this country and your life to sow tremendous division. Half of the shit you're seeing of people celebrating this, it's not real. It's be careful what you consume right now. There's nobody who. Be careful what you consume. Do not listen to or watch these videos of people celebrating and blowing trumpets and shit like that. Don't do that because those are not real. That's not. Those are farms in China, farms in Korea, farms all over the world. People who want to do harm to you, and this is how they're going to do it. So temper your consumption of media. And temper your anger. Yes, anger is appropriate, I think, but really pay attention to what you're about to watch because it's going to be it's right out of the playbook. It's right out of the fucking playbook. Divide and get people at each other's throat. Very few people think this is a good thing. I don't care how fucked up you are. And if they do, they're just the ones they are just marginalized people. They're fucked up anyways. Very few people are going to celebrate this. And be very, very careful of what you consume in the next couple of days. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. It does, but this does affect you because this is going to turn into a great division when it should not be that. You know, it should not be that. This should be a way. Okay, yeah. Hey, Toby, how you doing? Green Lady strikes again. So yeah, other than that, what's going on, everybody? Cardinal, are you still in school? Last time we talked, you were just about to graduate. You're doing some college work, and your woman should be out of work now. Out of school. She should be working full time, right? In conservation. You know? Oh, you guys talking about? Just got back from playing the drums. Congratulations, Starlight. Good day. I wish you were on. I could use a drummer. Hey, Landon, how you doing? Yeah, it's just. I mean, he's got a young wife and a couple of young kids. That's horrible. I mean, that's fucking horrible. What happened? Please, please, please temper your consumption of content right now, or question everything you see. So few people actually are happy about this. Yeah, there's so few, and the ones that are either fake. They're not real accounts. They're not real people. It's AI generated, or they're just lunatics. But you can't make the entire left responsible for this. You can't do that. That's the kind of shit they want to happen. So, like, you just and the left is going to defend itself, and they're fucked up as it is right now. They're struggling. They're on the ropes. So this is not about finding another enemy. Okay, it's not it. The enemy's out there. They already exist. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that it's a political assassination of types. I don't disagree with that, but I think it's going to become. It's more about the aftermath of what happens. Do I think that the DNC got together and hired a guy? No. Do I think somebody is some disturbed element who just got all riled up by, all the rhetoric and just all the echo chamber shit that he decided that he had to do something? And this is as close as you can ever get to hurting the opposition, So, a lot of that going on. People want to do harm to what they perceive as their enemies. Like that poor girl on the train, right? Like, it's like, come on. It's like we do that as human beings. So I'm going to ask you again, do not fall into the trap of consuming all this negative content right now. It's not good. We don't know if there's so few people who are going to celebrate this. And the ones that, I'm going to repeat this 1,000 times, the ones that are either mentally ill, so they shouldn't be given attention. It should be locked up. They're mentally ill. We see what happens when we let the mentally ill come on the street. So we can assign that blame later. But right now, do not let it get you hating the Democrats or whatever opposition you think's out there, because a lot of what you're going to see is not real. It's going to be generated by foreign powers and people who are trying to keep us more divided than we are. So yeah. Well, how we got this divided is simple. We're easily divided because we like our comfort. We like our comfort. We've been trained as consumers for how many decades now? We're consumers. There's a lot of reasons. You can follow the bread trail, but we are very vulnerable because we're an open society. Anyone can come here. It's hard to keep track of people. Anyone can come here and do anything they want, basically. And as we're finding out, you leave the door open for 11, 12, 13, 20 million people to come in. We know what's coming in. So it's easy to get divided because we're not training our visitors, our new citizens, to be part of the American culture. They're coming in, setting up camp. They're bringing their failed cultures forward. So anything that once we have the ability to say, okay, here's our standard. Let's raise everybody to that standard. There'll be less of this. But right now, everybody's clawing for a position. That's my humble opinion. I don't fucking know. I don't know, Carl. I don't think it's a lot. I don't, I'm out here around a lot of people. It's not that. Yes, people are contentious and I just don't think everybody was celebrating Trump getting shot. I think most people are horrified by that, except for the people on the extremes. Now, I'm not talking about one or two. Absolutely. I mean, these are numbers, but it's not in comparison to the middle of the bell curve. I think it's a limited number. It's not everybody. In fact, it's not close to everybody. Well, that's the thing. But Carter, that's the thing. Is it really them celebrating? Is it really, or that shit can be manufactured? I'm doing it right now for a movie thing. All that can be manufactured. You don't know if that's real. Carter, that's what I'm trying to say. That's the trick. That's the infestation of a foreign power trying to fuck everybody up, because they know we're going to see that and get pissed off. So they're generating that content. Look, synthetic intelligence can do a lot of things to make it fucking real. So be very careful. That's exactly what they want. They want to say there's an overwhelm. That there's everybody who voted for Kamala Harris now is happy that this happened. That's not the case. It's not the case. To an extent, I agree with you, Cardinal. And to an extent, yeah. When you have Maxine Walters saying we're going to take him out, and they're Tim Waltz talking about there's a violence of conversation. Absolutely. Can't argue that. Yeah, they are demoralized. They've lost a lot of their power, a lot of their momentum, and this is also very much in line with most socialist and communist takeovers. They demoralize and decentralize, and the next thing you know, they let criminals out of prison, and then they hire judges they change the judiciary to keep these criminals. They create havoc, so when the next good thing comes in, people are happy to have it. And I don't understand why people are so afraid of having the National Guard downtown. They're great. The National Guard are great. I know some of them. They're great. They're not hurting anybody. They're just keeping things safe. Yeah, Noob, you gotta be careful here. This is playing into the game plan. This is exactly what it could be state actors. It could be China, Russia. Anybody who has a bone to pick with the U.S. could be sitting right now on a computer farm generating this content and just flooding it everywhere. I turn on Instagram and it's everywhere, and people are reacting to it. And remember, people get this is where the trouble comes, especially people on the conservative side. They get so righteous and we'll go to war with you fuckers. Like, wait a minute, those people don't fucking. That's a small part of the country over there. And it's like when you attack somebody and they feel like they've been attacked for no reason, they're going to be fucking pissed off. Just like we get pissed off when we get attacked for no reason. It goes both ways. And that's what's happening right now. This event is being propagated and used as a way to sow just hatred and division in this country. Be very, very careful of what you consume right now. Do not believe it. Chances are they're not doing that. Do not fucking believe it. Toby, it's probably somebody's fucking mentally ill. Now, whether he's a Democrat or not, he's mentally ill first. All right. Now, granted, it seems that there's a lot of people on that side who are just can't get a grip of new reality, or not just hate everything that's happening because it's the orange man's doing it. There's the Trump derangement thing, which is it seems to be real at this point, from what I see. But be very careful what you consume. Yeah, Noob, be very careful because they want this. They want people going ape shit on each other. Again, and I love some of these comments. Love some of these guys who are online, and they're real masculine liberal voices. I mean, masculine conservative voices, and they're just going off on this shit. And no, that's the fucking draw. It's like a what's it called? It's a booby trap. Thanks, Mohammed. Feel that. What's not right in so many levels? That is not what happened or what I'm saying. I saw his picture. Yeah, I think he's just a demented old man who was driven here just by this kind of shit. See what I'm saying? Be careful. All he's seeing on his feed is that, the National Guard is going into D.C. and it's raping dogs and killing children, and it's, tying people. They're the Nazis, right? That's all he's fucking hearing. And then he sees Charlie Kirk. He's an easy fucking. That's what I'm thinking. Easy target. That's fucking. He's probably the victim of the stuff I'm trying to tell you guys. Be careful of. Be careful of that. Be very careful what you consume right now because it can make you fucking crazy. It doesn't take much. I don't know if you're going to read too much into that or not. I don't read too much into that, Wolfie. Hey, Yazir. Do I support Palestine? I support peace in Middle East, and I think I have to look at two things here. Do I want the Gazans to be healthy, wealthy, and prosperous? Absolutely. Do I think Hamas is the problem? I do. When their leaders are living in Qatar in penthouses and shit, that's a problem for me. And I just, again, I'm in the business. I know how films are made. I know how AI, and I just see more and more inaccuracies coming out. Now, is Palestine devastated? Absolutely. But I don't know. I cannot fault Israel for what they're doing. What the fuck? I mean, every time there's money sent in to rebuild the country, they build military infrastructure. And that's where I draw the line. If I saw the billions of dollars being spent in that country being building waterfronts, building things for people to live on, instead of building military infrastructure and buying weapons, which seems to be happening. It seems. Now, I don't know because I can't trust information comes out of Al Jazeera, New York Times, fucking CNN. I don't trust any of these people. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but I do know human behavior. And then when someone is raised to hate somebody from youth, right? And their whole mission that they're going to go live in heaven if they wipe out the infidels, that's a problem. Because you're going to have constant war. And then when you feel you're under attack, now you can do whatever it takes to protect yourself. So it's a great recipe for what's happening out there right now. So would I support Palestine if they could sustain peace? Absolutely. But until they clear out, what I want to hear, I want to see the world pick on Hamas for a little bit. Instead of focusing on Israel, focus on get Hamas out of there or change what they're doing. Work on that. I'm all in. But until I see Hamas getting as much pressure as Israel, I can't. Again, it doesn't make any sense. Put pressure on both sides. You can't just put pressure on one side. Say, okay, you escape. Go. Here's some money. Go do some other stuff. You can't do that, in my opinion. So I would like to see a lot of pressure placed on Hamas to take the deal and bring in outside entities to oversee the reconstruction of the country. Then I'm all in. But until I see that, I'm hard pressed to say yes. That opinion probably get me off the fucking channel. I thought I saw them dragging somebody away. Some old guy with his pants down, just fucking crazy. Noob, I am detoxing off of social media. I am down to, I do increments of 3 minutes, 3 or 4 times a day. Now I have to check in because I do a lot of business through Instagram and Twitter, so I've got to be. But I really focus on getting off of that thing and not watching. Just scroll through to the things I need to see. That business thing I got to be aware of. So yeah, man, limit as much as you can because it will definitely affect the way you see the world. Be careful about that. It's called habit. It's built to do that. It's built to manipulate us. I don't know anything about it, Cardinal. I don't know a thing about that. All I know is that be really careful. Be really fucking careful what you watch right now because, Well, I think there's been violence from day one. It's just we've never been in a time when it can be instantaneously broadcast, like while it's happening on a phone. And never in history have we had the ability to lie like we have. We can fake shit. Like seeing is not believing anymore because we can actually make it look like it really happened. I can't comment on that. I have no idea what that happened or like that happened. Yeah, we're just having a conversation at lunch about that today. Yeah, get your skills up. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Kat. Yeah, I just asking you, just be very, very careful of what you consume right now because there are actors, there are foreign actors. Some actors are friends, others don't. Everyone wants an edge, and we have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. We have no idea when people deal with billions and billions and trillions of dollars. Most of us wouldn't murder, 100 people for $1 billion, but there are folks out there who have no problem having people die so they can make a profit. And I know it's hard to understand that, but that is the case. Well, I am pretty fucking old, so. I don't think Tucker Carlson said that. Tucker Carlson, a pretty Christian dude. I'm not sure he said Sharia's law of good because you submit to God. I would question that. I'd have to see that in a couple of angles, a couple of sources. You got to find angles. Remember, whenever you watch something, whenever you watch it, make sure you look for perspective. Okay, the POV. Who's POV? And if it's catching a really outrageous moment, you got to ask, how was that camera there exactly at that time? How did that camera know to catch this event? Right? Who was running that camera? Who's running the camera? You always got to ask who's running the camera. And if it's a selfie, you got to say, well, is that really, again, a lot of the stuff you've been seeing, you don't know if it's really being, you can change the lip movements. So this could be things they're talking about going to a birthday party and AI can change it and make it look like they're saying exactly what, some type of controversial thing. So always remember, look at POV. Who put the camera there? How did they capture that? A lot of times you can tell it's security footage, right? You can tell it's static and it's kind of bright greeny. You can tell, but whenever it's like really spot on, chances are it was a setup. Yeah. Abdullah, how you doing, brother? Yeah, well, tornado. I mean, that's the thing. Find things that's gonna build a life for yourself. Get off of fucking social media as much as you can. Yeah, I really hate that I agree with you on that one, Cardinal. I really do. It's like, you know, we're getting there. I think we're already there. I think the tribalism is just peaking right now. I think it's just going to really spread. I think, especially with what's happening online with all this, why is the media so selective about what they report on now? And why is it so fucking obvious? And that's what concerns me. It's like, it's freaking obvious now. So why is it so obvious? Why isn't it self-correcting? And it's not. So obviously it's a decision made somewhere. And again, you get into your echo chamber and you have no reason to get out because it's all you hear. There's no opposing thought. And you get so convinced. Remember, a thought that gets repeated, something you hear all the time, that will become your belief. And you take a belief and you give it time and attention and you nurture that and you put it in the room with other people who believe the same thing. Now you got momentum. And what's hard, and momentum dictates everything in our life. And fucking momentum. There's nothing worse than getting your momentum disrupted. Think about when you're driving in a car or a bike or just walking and something makes you turn. You get a little agitated, right? You do that long enough, any slight turn is going to piss you off. Anything that doesn't keep you in this energy flow in one direction and affirm it, right? Whatever doesn't do that, now it becomes an obstacle, becomes a point of contention. It's uncomfortable. And we only grow through willingly facing our discomfort. So I'm saying to you today, face your discomfort. Test yourself. Can I believe this? Is this true? I agree. Always understand, whenever you watch something, remember, whoever holds the camera runs the perspective. And why is the camera there at that exact moment, right? And you can tell, I mean, we used to be able to tell when it was, a real event or when somebody staged it. And now it's getting harder and harder. But always remember who's holding the camera. Hey, Jude, how you doing? Is that true? I haven't seen that. Pattern recognition, absolutely. That's part of it. Hey, Zenboyd. Abdullah, how you doing, pal? Do I believe it was an inside job? I don't know. I do know that those buildings are built to fucking withstand a lot of tension. And I don't know. It's just the physics don't really add up for me. That the building should not have just disintegrated. That should have been like collapsing and because all that pressure builds up. It compresses down, and at some point, it's just not enough weight. There's still 2/3 of the building is still intact, so that 1/3, it might slow down, but it shouldn't go all the way down. This doesn't make any sense. The physics don't, and I've seen this. I don't know how does it happen, and there's a lot of and I've heard guys. I've seen documentaries where you have firemen and police saying, "No, we heard explosions up there." So again, it's hard to say, man, because there's so many people. There's so much at stake. Hey, Jude. Well, why do they lack funds? It's more about the judiciary. It's about having guys who it's like if somebody's mentally unstable and they're like, how many times did this happen now in the last couple of years? You let somebody out, he's mentally unstable or she's mentally unstable, and they go inflict harm on someone. We got to have the political will to keep these people incarcerated and give them help. It's more about the judicial than having more law enforcement. As we see in DC, the more law enforcement we have, the less crime there is. It's just deterrence. It happens. Someone sees a cop, they're less likely to do something stupid. I like it, man. Martial arts is always a good choice. See, that's the thing. I disagree only because I have met so many people. The problem is we watch these little square boxes and it tells us exactly what you're saying. And the media outlets, and they make so much money telling you that. But really, if you want to sit down and talk to somebody, most people are reasonable if you give them the chance to be reasonable. If you walk in trying to prove them to be an asshole, then you're going to have a fight in your hands. But if you walk in and then you sit there and like, well, okay, let me try to understand what you're saying. You show somebody a little grace, chances are they're going to give it back to you. But we just believe this shit we see on these fucking little cameras. And most of it is not even real. Most of it has been processed by foreign actors who are trying to cause problems here, you know. Xenia. Why not? That's common sense, right? I mean, you want to make yourself miserable? Think about miserable shit. You want to make yourself happy? Think about happy shit. It's common sense. It's not news. It's been going on since the fucking cavemen figured it out. So it's not news. We just too codependent. Yeah, Jude, it's always great talking to you, man. Hey, Furionics, how you doing? Well, do we have faith in Dan Bongino in this one? I do. Well, Toby, I think that's already started. I don't know if it's going to be a shooting war. I think we're already at each other's throats. Even this shows there's no grace, you know, and there's nothing China or Russia or Europe right now would love than America eating itself alive. There's nothing they'd like better because it's a weak country. But I'm hoping common sense, hope the sense that this is not, you know, I hope the fucking liberals got the sense to like step aside to look at, we didn't do this. This is not us. We don't want this. They got to step up. Just like, you know, when someone blows up an IED, you got to denounce that shit. You know, if the KKK starts taking out people, then all right, listen, you know, they blew up a school bus full of children. We got to denounce that shit. There's behavior we have to draw. If we do not draw a line for behavior, nobody else will. Draw a line. There's things you just don't do, right? All right, Cat, get out of here. I know they're all over the place. I know they're all over the place. Tornado, that is probably the best idea I've heard all fucking day. In fact, I'm going to join you in the cigar. How's that? There you go. Yeah. I have not. I don't do TikTok. I don't have the time. Too busy actually doing shit. Yeah, man. Woods is a fun character. Why wouldn't you? You can do a lot with Woods. I do a lot of cameos, and I've been doing a lot of fantasy football shit. It's fun. Yeah, I love Woods. He's a blast. I understand Black Ops 7 is. I'm not paying much attention these days, guys and girls, undecided. But yeah. In fact, I'm on a show tomorrow doing lore pod lore. Let me check. Doing a show tomorrow 9 a.m. I'm doing an interview, and then let's see. I am doing pod lore 9 a.m. tomorrow. No, lore LORE pod interview. That's 9 a.m. tomorrow, and then I'm back on Marwin's show. I think the 21st. Yeah, my buddy Marwin. I love Marwin. So. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Put a banner up here. Instagram, come follow me on Instagram. That's where the most up-to-date stuff is happening, is over on Instagram. If you want to watch what I'm up to, what I'm doing, Instagram's the place to go. Cod Pod. Yeah, I know what that is, Cod Pod. It's not, that's okay. That goes back to the very first months of Sergeant's Corner. The guy up there is actually an image of my grandmother. That's Aggie Burkowski, Granny Burke, the toughest, meanest woman I've ever met in my entire life. Just tough as nails. And she smoked a cigarette. This is my imitation of her. Yeah. So that's what that is. It's a reminder of my actually I got the actual statue up here. So yeah, that's Granny Burkowski. I've got I got backwoods. I'm doing backwoods sweet and aromatics. Same thing I've been doing for yeah, Narcs, that's the one. Hey, don't need no man. Good to see you. Junker fan. Glad you're here. How we doing? Oh, it's 6 o'clock already. It's a quickie today. Just want to check in and let you guys vent a little bit and give you some cautionary guidance. Be careful what you consume for the next few days. It's going to be off the fucking chains. They're going to try to create as much fucking hatred as you can. They're going to want you to hate everybody who doesn't look, smell, or think like you. And it's like, don't do it. Don't do it. Sit, listen, have grace, offer grace, and trust that everybody, that the guy or girl across from you is probably a pretty good dude or gal. Just trust that. Give them the benefit of the doubt. We stop giving each other the benefit of the fucking doubt. We got to do that. No, keep yourself trained, keep yourself ready. If you get to carry, I'd say carry, but be ready to see somebody in a good light. Always give people the benefit of the doubt, right? Let them prove. Here's the Woods rule that I live by. Everyone deserves courtesy. My respect you have to earn, but courtesy is a human offering. We do it to each other. We express, hey, I want peace. So you become courteous. Now, if you want me to change my mind about something, then you have to earn that with actions or arguments, but you don't demand someone's respect. You can offer courtesy. If they return courtesy, then you can move into, do we want to respect each other? Amen. Yeah, that's a real dangerous place to go as well. Because again, there's a lot of good people. I have a lot of good people voted for Camel Toe, whatever the fuck her name is. A lot of good men, a lot of good people I respect, people who are intelligent. They're just caught up in an ideology, or they're in a circle of these kind of thinkers, and they've been trained to just, only see this one idea, this one thing, and they need it to be, part of a vitriol. So a lot of good people over there. A lot of my friends are over there. They're all smart people. So there's no fucking way a lot of good men and women just happen, in my opinion, had the wrong fucking ideas. They're fed the wrong stuff, and they're good people, and they want to do the right thing. And they're told that us on this side aren't doing the right thing. And instead of having the grace to have a conversation and see what are we really saying in common? You have guys like, Van Morrison, Del Van. Anyways, there's people on MSNBC, and they're just kind of pushing the narrative that everything that the Orange Man does is evil. He's Nazi. He's a fascist. That's all they fucking push. They can't stop. They can't support the fucking country. They need to control it, and that's part of the deal. It's not, have forgiveness for the people who are stuck in those little circles. Have grace. You going basic training? Good job, man. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. Remember, make the fucking most of it. Man, it's going to be rough, but I promise you, the last week of something, you're going to miss it. Dig in, enjoy it, Don't worry about anything other than what you're doing right in the moment. We got a bunch of veterans here. Ask them about basic training. I think Cardinals here still. Ask them about it, because just everything I heard, and myself going through sports and things, man, the training camp is tough. And all of a sudden, end of training camp, oh man, I'm gonna miss that. So really, 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 focus on and being present. Chipocalypse, I don't have any idea what that is. No idea. Hey, Weston, what's up, brother? I don't know what a chipocalypse is, brother. I don't know what that means. Follow me on Instagram. All right, we have 4 or 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, if you want a cameo, go over to Cameo, James C. Burns Woods. There you go. Just do a little business here. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Yeah. Playing some Warzone, man. I haven't played Call of Duty in months. I've been on Warzone in years. Not since I played with you guys. I think my gaming days are done. I just can't figure out the time to do it. Like right now it's 6:15, and I got 2 hours of work in front of me. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, man. I fixed that with my fucking diet, believe it or not. I stopped eating bread. Yeah. Anything cool coming up? Let's see. Anything cool coming up? Not really. I turned the movie down. I was gonna go back east and do a film in Albany, but it just wasn't working. I'm in the studio right now working on a song called "Closing Down the Farm." It's turning out really good. I'll be back in on Monday. I got a lot of work to do in this song before we get there, and then auditions. Just life is fast, man. Just got a lot going on. So. Is a play on Apocalypse Now with Chicago and Trump saying, "I love to smell deport." It's a post. Is it a meme or is it a post? Yeah, it's tough, man. I mean, I don't really want to spend too much time doing that because I'm not really generating any real life skills, something that can be transferable to making a living or improving myself. So there's a time to decompress and have fun. That I agree with that. But what is Helldivers? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Anthony, it's tough news, but remember, do not get sucked in to the media. Don't get sucked in, and really, again, just small bites, facts, whatever opinions are. When someone starts really trying to, be careful what you consume, okay? Because what you consume is what you fucking become. Be careful what you consume. Let's go. Any tips on voice acting? Fuck, if I was a voice actor, I wouldn't know what to do. I'm running out of voice actor. I'm a guy who did a character. I've done like maybe 2 voiceovers, and neither job I got by auditioning. So Call of Duty I just got the app through attrition, and then what's the other one I did? Yakuza. I just knew the director and producer and just offered it to me. So I have never gotten I have never booked an audition on a voiceover. I've done thousands. I've never booked an audition voiceovers. I don't know why. Is it an actual post, or is it a meme that he just kind of pushed on? Hard to, it gotta be, again, I'm real careful about listening to this shit because for 1 year, yeah. I don't know where you live, man. If you're out in the woods, go for a walk. Go maybe write a letter and recap the year, the highs and the lows. Just maybe buy her a flower for 1 year, nice one rose for a year. There's many things you can do. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's the thought that's involved. And if she gets pissed about not spending enough money, dump her. And so if that woman worries about money more than about being connected, she's not going to last. Is that true? Again, Cardinal, I'm trying to learn AI for music production. I can't even begin to spend time on this shit. All right, Abdul, take care. All right. Go in peace, my friend. Go in peace. What's my advice on trying to make it to the film industry? My advice is, if you have an iPhone, start shooting your own shit. Everybody wants to look at this is about Hollywood. Most actors, 90% of actors come here, they want shit handed to them. They think an agent's going to get you a job. They think a producer, no, you got to prove you're fucking worthy. You got to prove there's evidence you can do the job. And then you got to prove that people are going to show up and pay to see you do your shit. So the sooner you start making stuff that you can control, that you can get your best version of you out there, the more likelihood is somebody's going to see you. Or if you become a viral hit, then you got another thing. But coming out to LA or trying to grind through the audition process and going to school, yeah, get training, but start shooting shit, learn to shoot, learn to edit. And learning me is just do it. Just do it. And it's going to be awful the first couple of times, but keep doing it. You got to be fucking relentless. Give yourself 10 years before you start thinking about quitting. That's my advice. Learn everything. Learn how to edit, learn how to write, do it all. I don't know what that means, Cardinal. Be hearing from a democracy officer soon. These are inside jokes I don't understand, Cardinal. So, Again, I appreciate your point of view, and I think it's important, and I'd fight for you to express yourself constantly. But I am not. I'm less apocalyptic than that, and maybe that's a flaw on my part. I don't know. The topic today is basically that be careful of what you consume because of the events today. There is a lot of lies out there. Be careful when you watch somebody celebrating the demise of Charlie Kirk. Be careful of that because a lot of it's not real. A lot of it's AI generated. Most of it is being directed to really piss off everybody who's conservative and also to put everybody on the left on the defensive because now they're going to be blamed for something they didn't do or behavior that they don't agree with. So what I'm saying to you is that you need to be very, very careful of what you consume. Be careful of what content you digest. That's what I'm saying. Will win. I don't win what? Will win. I don't know what you're going to win. I think Battlefield's getting great reviews. I don't know anything about Black Ops 7. I know nothing about Black Ops 7. And it's just some people. It's not everybody. It's just some people. And the problem is that most of these confrontations or conversations, they only take the most heightened ones. You know, they'll interview 50 people, but they're going to take the one that causes the most controversy. That's what I'm saying. Be careful, because a lot of stuff is curated. You know what that means? It's managed to look a certain way. They're using content to create an outcome. All right. It's curated. They're going to find the worst fucking person, say, oh, he represents Trump. All right. That's the worst person with the, you know, that crazy woman with the pink hair. Those are Democrats. No, those are the fucking crazy people. They take the extremes and they say, no, this is what they all look like. And that's what I want you not to do. I want you to be aware of that. Be careful of that, because it's happening right now. As I scroll through this shit, it's all I'm seeing is just is people curating content to make it controversial. Because more people watch it, they make more fucking money. Everyone has turned into news networks now, because you get your little meme up there and you get 100,000 hits, you make a couple bucks. We are trading off our sanity for a few bucks, for some shekels. And that's a fucking mistake. Hey, dog. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while. I don't know, man. I got no connection. I know nobody there. We're so separated. So if they shit the bed, I can't smell it. So it is a very dark day, and it's going to be even darker if we keep buying into the fucking bullshit we're seeing on social media. Remember, most of it is manufactured and curated to create division. Don't absorb it. Be careful what you consume. Be very, very aware of where the camera angle comes from and why are they doing it. Are they really gloating over somebody being assassinated? I don't think most Americans are like that. I think that's just a very select few, and they're getting prominence. Don't give it. I promise you, if you all stop watching that shit, if you just scroll past it, the puppy dogs will come back. I tried it. Works. Well, I'd say that. Well, it's a way of dismissing somebody. It's a way of intimidating people. You're horrible if you disagree with me. All I'm saying is if you disagree with me, you're horrible because I can't defend my position. That's all that is. Well, no, you can't. You blame people who want. Social media is just doing what social media does. You don't have to fucking watch it. It's like blaming fucking McDonald's for being fat. No, you're the one fucking eat 12 fucking hamburgers a day. No, it's not. It's personal responsibility. It's not the fucking social media. It's us watching this shit. If we stop watching, they'd stop issuing. They'd change it. They'd give us puppies or something like that, or more hockey. It's you. It's fucking you. Don't blame social media. It's your decision to watch the stupid shit that you watch that empowers them. Stop empowering idiocy. Stop paying attention. It'll fucking stop. But it gets all your attention. What's the most valuable thing you have to offer another human being? Your attention. Your fucking attention. That's all this shit is, trying to grab your attention and monetize it, capitalize on it. Don't give it up so fucking easy. You're a bunch of fucking sluts out there. You're a bunch of attention sluts. Just give it away for nothing. That's my little rant. Tornado, get the fuck out of here. I know. I love the puppies get me. I will waste 15 minutes watching the puppies. I fucking love the puppy ones. So yeah. Well, and it takes one to know one, buddy. It takes one to know one. Yeah. Your attention. Pay attention to what you put your attention on. Pay attention to your attention. Understand what you're looking at. Understand what you're listening to. And that everything you absorb, give your attention, it becomes powerful. Take your attention away, it has no power. Simple as fucking that, man. Hey, Baloney, I know, man. It's fucking horrible. It's absolutely fucking horrible. But be very, very, very careful of the stuff you consume right now, because there's going to be a lot of false and phony narratives going out there, and they're going to curate content that just is going to divide this country and fucking half. Don't let it happen. Realize that most people are horrified by this, and if someone celebrates it, it's probably somebody who's mentally fucking ill. Don't give them time to, or it's somebody doing it deliberately. It's some country doing it deliberately to fuck things up. Don't give them that fucking power. 100%, yeah. Hey, Niam, how you doing? Yeah, it's I got a text from a community member, and he was there. He was at the event. Yeah. All right, 4 minutes, and I got to go. It's been an hour. Happy birthday, Baloney. Let's roll this thing out. I got to get out of here. Final comments. Spit them out. What do you got to say before I do my exit lecture? Follow me on Instagram if you can. I don't know, man. I didn't see it. You don't know. You don't know what kind of idiocy lives in someone's heart, Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Love you back. Love you back. That's just fucking horrible, too. I don't know, man. Don't make martyr into an insult. I'm not sure I'm not sure why you're saying it. Could be misconstrued. I don't know what your intention is, but let's not do that, because that's what we do. Is now we're going to take this tragedy, this horrible tragedy, and now start curating it into creating animosity and division. And that's the last thing he ever wanted. He truly is trying to humanize everybody. People come up to him and just insult him rapidly, and he would try to gloss it over and make it de-escalate. I always respected him for that. Josh, yeah, and not one rose by one nice rose. Write something personal. Let's say this time, do like a chronology. Just do some events, or write out things that you like about her that she may not know you like. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself. Be personal. It's easy to buy shit. It's worthless, right? But buying gifts is nice, but who cares? Oh, I got a diamond ring. Look at me. Who the fuck cares? Make something for her. Yeah. And no, I'm not chastising you. I just want to make sure that you understand. Like, that's how this shit begins. It could be misconstrued. I don't know how you meant it, but it could. I just don't want it to be misconstrued. That's all. All right, Toby, say goodbye. 1 minute left. Yeah, I know. I watched him. I watched him. I appreciate what he tried to do. Diamond is the biggest fucking scam in the world, man. I know some of you, they wear their fucking diamonds. It's a signal. I'm in the club. I can, it's like I don't know. The more I spend time with people that have money, the less I like them. It's fucking awful. It's my problem. Thank you. Cardinal, thank you. And as I say, not a fucking onion. T-bone steak. Fatherly advice. Uncle. I'm Uncle Bernsey, not Fatherly Bernsey. What's going on, man? Yeah. Hanser X. Good title. What's the I have blue. I like blue. I have lapis. Yeah. All right, we're closing on the farm here a little bit. Again, Cardinal, as always, thanks for everything. Keep your head on straight, dude. You're a valuable asset. I need you strong in the middle, right? How can I discipline myself to lose weight? There's 1,000 ways, but the first thing is to start believing you can do it. Tell yourself you can do it every day, and start small. Just change it. Change something. Exercise 15 minutes a day more. Maybe instead of having a whole sandwich, have half a sandwich. Instead of eating a whole meal, eat 3/4 of a meal, then slowly map down. Make it a lifestyle change, not something. It's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. Change the lifestyle. Eat less food, man. Do more exercise. Simple as that. More exercise, less food. That always helps. And sleep. Good sleep. 8 hours of sleep a night. When I sleep, when I get 8 hours, I go to bed at 9 o'clock and then I get up at 5. I just get wicked lean. And the minute I get up late, it's like I stay up late, 2, 3, and all of a sudden, where did that come from? There's that jelly back there again. Sleep. Change your lifestyle. More sleep, more exercise, less food. I disagree. Unless you're an athlete and you're training and you need the extra calories, regulate your body. When I'm at my best, it's simple. I'm up at 5:30, cup of coffee. I'll have like an egg. I'll take an egg, chop it up, olive oil, salt and pepper. I'll have that around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll wait to have a dinner, have a steak and a salad or something. When I'm eating that way, that's perfect for me. I do have business lunches. Like today I had a business lunch with Matt, and I had a steamed broccolini. Yeah, so that's the deal. All right, I'm getting out of here. All right, so thanks for coming in. Remember, keep your head on straight. Make sure when you're watching this social media stuff, it's up to you to be responsible. It's fucking up to you to decide whether you're going to give attention to this nonsense or not. And be careful what you agree with. Be careful what you're certain about, because we have been curated and trained to be certain about things that aren't maybe not true. Most of the time, it's not even fucking real. Most of the time, 80% of the time, it's generated by AI to get your attention, to sell you something. And it may be just to convince you to hate somebody who lives next door. Right? Remember that. All right. Take care, everybody. I'm out of here. And do you think the P230s are actually going off on their own? I don't know what that fucking means. So I'll look it up. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. Woods the fuck out.